Good evening, friends. In the previous video, IPC 01 to lead the peaceful and happy life in this world. We have discussed it more than 45 video IPC sections we have discussed. Try to keep all this punishment, crime, and IPC section. Without IPC section, the judges uh, do not have any rights to give verdict to anyone. So keep this IPC section in your mind. The 45th IPC, sexual harassment, physical contact. If anybody is make physical contact without consent of the girl, to catch the hand or leg and carry from one place to another place means immediately that person put into the prison for 3 years. 3 years as per these IPC sections 354A. 354A. Sexual color remarks. Sexual color remark. If that with the intention, the sexual harassment intention, anybody is acting with any girl without their consent means immediately that person, that victim go and give complaint to the police station means as per this IPC section 354A, he must be put into the prison for 1 year. Disrobe already is a very familiar. Removal of this cloth and attire of the any women, any woman in that any place, even in the Vidudalai movie recently, and what Vetrimaran Vidudalai movie, disrobe event was done in that movie. Even that either it is employee or that or a common man, anybody indulge for this disrobe attempt, removal of the cloth from the body of the woman means and he must be put into the prison 3 to 7 years plus fine as per this article IPC section 354B. Voyeurism. Voyeurism means some of the people used to get pleasure by seeing the naked body of other man or woman, or that getting pleasure by seeing the intercourse of that penetration of the married couple. That is also the crime. The person who indulge for seeing that things without knowledge of that people or with knowledge of the people, he or she must be put into the prison for 1 year to 3 years plus fine, with a fine as per this IPC section 354C. 354 stalking. So it is the common things. A girl is chased by a boy, or that the boy run behind the girl, whether she likes or not likes it, and with always that boy and walking or run behind that girl or a woman or a man means they must be put into the prison as per this IPC 354D. And also in the, if the stalking is happen again and again means the second time third time as per this IPC sections 354 he must be put into the prison for minimum 5 years. Next, kidnapping the child. Most people for getting money from the parents and also killing of the child to getting the property and many more things. That things means immediately they must be putting into the prison 7 years with fine as per this IPC section uh, 359 and 363. 3. Kidnapping or maiming a minor for that the purpose of begging. The children is a good children was kidnapped by anyone, that a child eyes is damaged or hand is broken, leg is broken means such a criminal must be put into the prison minimum 10 years with fine as per this IPC section 363A, and part second, life plus fine, life plus fine amount. Kidnap, kidnapping or abducting in order to murder. Murder means are this IPC section that a criminal must be put into the prison for lifetime or 10 years rigorous imprisonment with fine is important. In this procreation of minor girl, if any richest old man is buy the girls from that a poor man buying as a commodity, that is also a criminal and activities did. So the who used to buy the poor girl by money from that poor parents, and they he must be put into the prison for 10 years with fine as per this IPC section 366A. The importance of pro, the import of the gale from the foreign country means for that also 10 years plus a fine amount as per this section 366B. 366 a inside that land registered people. In North India, many people used to buy that 18 years, 20 years old. By that 80 years, 85 years old man. That is, for that old man must be put into the jail for 10 years if he live with a fine as per this. In the foreign country, same people is importing girl from the foreign countries for any other purpose means they must be put into the prison for 10 years plus fine as per this IPC 366B. Or the rape na without the consent of the person is indulged for the sexual activities or intercourse with anyone means, and they must be getting rigorous 7 years life plus fine. Rigorous 7 years life and fine as per this IPC section 376 and 375 and 376 for that rape, 7 years rigorous imprisonment with fine. So beware of not getting this life. Cheating by, if you have such a feelings, go and inform to the parents, get marriage and spend time with her consent. Without her consent, even after prison, indulge that activity means as per this section IPC section, you might be put into the prison for minimum 3 years or 7 years. Cheating by personation, impersonation. Suppose if I am the money man, but instead of me, someone is appear in that court or that register office to transfer our property means that a person who indulged that a crime is he might be put into the prison for 3 years as per this section and 419 and 416, 416 and 419, and mischief and causing or damaging an amount of 50 rupees. Suppose I have that 50 rupees, it is my money, and so I have rights to and damage it means immediately you must be put into the prison for 2 years as per this section number 425 and 427. Mischief of causing death of animal and maiming it worth of 10 rupees. But 10 rupees is equal to 1 lakh rupees. Yes, in those days, people used to kill the goat of another man, cow or bull of another man. As for the, if any man in that even a bull damming match, any animal died means the bull dammers put into the jail for 2 years. They should not kill that animal. As per this IPC section 228, causing death of cattle. For this 50 rupees, 50 rupees equal to 50,000, or that 50 like in those days, and imprisonment of this 5 years imprisonment. 5 years imprisonment as per IPC section 2 429. In 430, injuries to that irrigation of by diverting water to some other, diverting water. Suppose if one person land is irrigated means the another person is more stronger, and many members are there in that family means he can take that water to his field without his knowledge. In such a case, and they must be put into the jail for 5 years. 5 years as per this IP section 430. Damaging to public road or bridge, river, canals. For that, the person who damaged indulged their activities, they must be put into the jail for 5 years. 5 years. If at the time of any social problem, political problem, some people is blast the bridge and blast the railroad and blast the damage the river, and river by putting dropping that garbages and waste and things for this, for such a people should be put into the prison for 5 years as per that IPC section and 431. Destruction or moving of a landmark of fixed public authorities, and they must be put into the prison for 1 year. 1 year as per this IP section, so 439. My neighbor is also moved that and the mark fixed by that public authority, revenue surveyor of that talk survivor, and but I did not take any action regarding for that because I did not know about this IPC section 343, now 443, sorry, 443. And now I know I go and take action regarding that against that person with this IP section 344 regarding for this. So criminal trespasses, 3 months plus 50 rupees, 3 months with plus 50 rupees, or 50 rupees, 3 months 50, or both as per this IPC section 447 and 442. Criminal trespasses, criminal trespasses. Without knowledge, people enter into our house or enter into our office. They used to and disturb us and assault us means such a criminal put into the prison minimum 3 months and with fine or without fine. Without fine as per this IPC section 441 and 447. House trespasses. I mean, without knowledge, people are crossing or entering into our house. For that, that person must be given 1 year plus 1,000 rupees. 1 year or 1,000 rupees fine, or both 1 year plus 1,000 rupees as per this Indian article 442 and 448. 448. Lurking of the house trespasses, 2 years fine as per that IPC section 443 and 453. 453 is that lurking of that house trespasses. For that we can, if anybody looking at a house, watch our house, means if we give complaint about the person, when that in the interrogation if his deed is true means he might be put into the prison for 2 years with fine as per this IPC section 443. Lurking of the trespasses at night time. When I was a small boy, one of the person used to come and sit in the back side of my house. Well, during the night time, back side of my house. It was known by my father. So immediately we asked him, why are you sitting here, lurking and watching, monitoring? So we threatened at him. So then only he had gone. We did not know this article number, IPC section article 456. If you know come across this knowledge about the law, we might confine him in the prison for 3 years. 3 years with fine, with a fine. And lurking of that house trespasses at the night time. If you come and watch and noted and seeing that what are the place observed means investing observed without our knowledge means and if we give complaint about the person, he might be put into the prison for 3 years and fine as per this IPC section 446. House breaking, house breaking. If anybody is break that house, damage the house, And before 15 years, my brother is was broken my living house, but actually he was staying in Trichy, but he was broken and damaged in that. If I did not know these rules regarding for this. Unless if I go to the police station, he might be punished by the IPC section, and he might be put into the prison for 2 years with a fine, and also he might get the last is government job too, government job too. So no one should break or damage that house of the person. If you ready to go to 2 years jail with and also make the payment, damage things anything for that means, and you can proceed as per this IPC section 453. And house breaking at night time, during the night time anybody damage our house means, and they must be put into the prison by 3 years with fine as per this section number IPC section 456. Forgery 2 years, section 465, 2 years anybody is did the forgery. If somebody is sold that covering as gold, or somebody is unworthy things sold by that innocent people means, that is also and is looting our swindle our money by the word or anything without our knowledge, or jewels swindled by our swindled, they swindle our money, wealth and gold or many things means, they must be put into the prison IPC sections and 465. Foreign of that forging of current count document of that court document. If anybody is make that court document like FIR, even in that any movie people used in Satyanraj movie, one person entered into that, even IG, and the IG entered into that one police station, released his one his man. So immediately he asked for that, we already filed FIR, instead of FIR charge sheet, so she torn in that things and excused and tried to remove. Immediately the sub inspector had come and give the big slap at that IG. It is that holy document to the police. How the Christianity Bible is Christian treat Bible is a holy book. So how Muslims treat Quran is a holy book. How that Hindus, not Hindus treat Bhagavad Gita is a holy book. How that Tamilan treat Tiruvalur is Tirukural is a holy book. In that FIR is that holy to the policeman. How damaged. But a sub inspector give a lot of problem as per this article number 466. In 467, forging a valuable security and will making, for that life or 10 years imprisonment as per this IPC section 467. If anybody is make that security or wildlife like Sinnakantar movie, and his brother-in-law and occupied the temple land 5 acres with that forgery document. Even TNPC, another Tansi land case is also forged document is prepared by the former Chief Minister Jayalalitha. In that case, that person must be put into for jail 10 years, life for 10 years, making that while, and also the and adjustment of that while is also, and the same punishment as per this section, AP section 467. In 468, forging the harming the reputation by 7 years and with fine as per this IP section 468, for forging or harming reputation of that any person, they must be put into the jail for 7 years. If anybody is scolded at me and scolded you, or scolded or insulted, it also make that the fun with anybody means, and make that the document for spoil my reputation. That for that they as per this IP section 468, they must be put into the prison for 7 years with a fine. And cohabitation caused by a man deceitfully of that lawful marriage and 10 years 10 years lawful marriage cohabitation without marriage by deceitfully cheating that woman living together, and they lived as a husband and wife without getting marriage. That means that person must be put into the prison 10 years. 10 years as per this IPC section 493 493 coefficients. Even Kamala Hassan was lived with Gautami with the coefficient. That is not a deceitful way, that is a known way. Even Gautami also know he did not get married, but both lived, both separated. That is that things regarding for this. Many people is cheating that people I marry all the richest people, assuring that marrying and a poor man daughters and poor beautiful girls, I will marry you next year, like that. After 5 years, 10 years, they daily I used to stay live with that girl, and life is in that case. Such a miscreant must be put into the prison for 10 years, 10 years jail for IPC by that IPC section 493. Marrying again during life of that husband and wife. For this case, for the sake of this IPC section, many murder was performed by done by the husband against wife, wife against the husband. Because marrying again during the life time of husband, and it should be removed from that IPC section regarding in that place. Such a people should be put into the, but after death of wife, husband was marrying leading happy life. After death of the husband, wife is leading very happy life. Where this IPC section 494 is used regarding for this. Try to get how many people punished and also living in that prison as marrying again during lifetime of the husband and her wife. And in that case, if you ask, and no one will stay in that place. Even the husband having many wife, the wife also having many husband illegally regarding in that the knowledge of the husband without knowledge of the husband, knowledge of the wife without knowledge of the wife. They are having all the people freely is living in that place. Yeah, but no one is confined in this uncase regarding for this. It is legal. It is permittable by that in Quran. Islamic people can marry any number of the wife in that place from there. Marrying again during the life of that husband wife, concealing that fact. Suppose I married, but my wife died. I am living as a widower. I have a lot of property. One person is murdered, three wife consequently, but also now he married because he was a richest man, and that richest man after he married without getting any dowry from the poor father-in-laws, and they used to live in that house or 1 year 2 year. After that fellow used to kill or murder, and proved by that officers it is natural death or like that or suicide. That man is divorced many, killed many three wife. Now he married and also lead a very happy life with the fourth girl. When will that when will the girl be murdered? No one knows by that person. Why that people coming means they did not know what was happened to other three girls, and that is the reason people are coming and again and regarding in that place. As per this IPC section and 495, such a person must be given 10 years plus fine, and fine punishment should be given. But such a people is living freely over there regarding for this, because it has been termed revoked by that. It's really activate enticing or taking away detain or married woman 2 years. If anybody is buy loan from others, got money from others, that did not pay on that set time, immediately that the owner who had creditor must take the wife of that debtor to their house. They also used that wife as his one wife. When will you return the amount? The time you will come and take your wife and children along with you. That a practice is happening. Some kind of a group of people is having. If you buy 10,000, we assured that after 1 year if we give means and after 1 year if we will not return, they will come and take our wife, children, everything. They have to confined in their house, and we can go freely and earn money with 10,000. If you come and meet came settled means the wife and children were released from there. Such a things, and I think such a people is punished and put into the prison for 2 years as per the IPC section 498. The woman subjected to cruelty by husband and his relatives, such a people must be put into the prison for 3 years plus a fine as per this IP section 498A. 498A. But defamation case la 2 years and 2 years imprisonment. If anybody is spoil our good name and anybody destroy our fame and family name by that by speaking, by doing some kind of activities, they must be put into the prison for 2 years as per this IP section 449 and 450. 450. Even in this case only, as per the section 500, and Rahul Gandhi and lost his MP post as well as and received the punishment of 2 years imprisonment. But he did not do any defamation, man. He did not and file that good name of Modi's. If one man is commit your vessel full of rice, only rice is boiled means all rice is boiled. In some of the Modis indulged for this and very bad name, gained very bad names to the people with the help of that or one Modi from the central government. No good name. There are no good names to that Modis. I can tell regarding for this. So that defamation spoiled their good name of that Modis. What is Modis? But Gandhis are having a good name. Nehrus are also having good name. And Shahs also having and good name. And other people also, Dalit also having the good name. And Brahmins also they having the good name. But Modis are having good name in India. Ask any one of the people. Come forward, is Modis are good to know. You can punish Rahul Gandhi as per this act regarding for this. As per this printing of or engraving defamation material. If you are having that to spoil my name, and we have that any notice or that any engraving or that making statue or anything regarding for that means and you can I can put you into that 2 years jail as per this IPC section and 501. And next thing is a criminal intimidation. Criminal intimidation. If we criminally indulge to activities of another people, if we criminally, vulnerably, if you make some kind of activities to have the property of others, if a one person had given living with in the road nearby roadside having 3 cent flat land with a house, but he got that man 10,000 from the richest person. That 10,000 did not, he that creditor did not ask for that more than 23 years. Whenever he had gone to his house to settle 10,000, that time he did not ask money. Only he used to give grand feast to that person. After 20 years come with the document, where is my money? I had given 23 years ago. Yesterday I have seen that amount credit to your account. So settle it amount. How much amount is and now that 10,000 to become that are 1.5 lakh, 1.5 lakh or 1.5 2.5 lakh or something like that, nearly 3,000 and to 2,95,550 is what like the accountability like that. But immediately I don't have money, I will give it. No man, immediately you have to settle. You cannot give the money and sign it, book sign in this document, then go out. I will give one week time, you can take away your things, go out. I want to do, I have this, it is my property, and when the 10,000 you purchased that land. Nowadays actually normal case is 3 lakh rupees regarding for this. And so beware of getting money from other people. That people is criminally giving amount or anything, that means that for kandu vetti or meter vetti, and regarding for this regarding, so beware of that. For that, that who had given money in that criminal intimidations to have our land, have our house, have our property, or have our wife. Some of the people used to give money to marry the a girl from that house also. In such a case also they must be put into the prison 2 years as per this IPC section, IPC section 506, 508 and 6. If that criminal intimidation anybody is commit suicide or died, means for giving and getting money deed of anybody, means that person must be put into the prison by 7 years as per this same act. So attempt not exceeding half punishment, attempt to murder, attempt to rape, attempt to defamation, attempt to printing or engraving the material and another document, attempt to enticing, take away or detain the married woman. If in any case attempt to coercions, and attempt to marrying that second times, concealing his marriage or her marriage, attempt to and marrying second wife, second husband while they are living. Like that, if you attempt to forgery the document, other things, attempt to breaking the house, for all things, and of punishment will be given as per this article number 511. IPC section 511 is attempt case, attempt to murder, attempt to rape, attempt to criminalism, attempt to acid attack, attempt to murder, anything for that. 10 years means 5 years punishment, 14 years means 7 years imprisonment, 1 year means 6 month imprisonment, 6 month 3 years of punishment. And if that when we have that nature of that any criminal, based upon that 50%, because the policeman can file case, attempt to case with any person as per this 511. And also now I am going to see about the women rights. Women rights, what are the, how many women rights given by our government, means women rights more than 16 rights has been given to that women by our government for their development, for their empowerment, for their respect and decent life and peaceful life. I have given regarding for this. The rights are given to the woman in India, in India only, regarding for this. The equal remuneration, the women rights of India given for this, to ensure that first right of the women, first right to equal remuneration. Before 1948, 1950, no equal remuneration, that is same nature of job. But after 1993 or after 1950, equal remuneration is fixed by the man and women who are doing that is same job, whether it is teacher or engineer or doctor or whoever might be, they used to get an equal salary. But in the agriculture activities, no equal salary. The building construction work, no equal salary. Without help of the woman, the mason cannot work. So who should be given more salary, equal salary? Women also should be given that equal salary, equal salary. In that case, government should focus regarding for this equal remuneration. The right to free aid. A woman, you are entitled to claim free legal services from the legal service authorities recognized under the government act. Suppose if you have any problem and if you filed the case and you wanted to conduct the case in the court, means you need not worry about that. That woman will be helped by the government, and government free service legal aid, and need not worry about for having a lawyer to make the payment. That is more important. The right to free aid, and right number 3, right number 1 வந்து equal remuneration, right number 2 வந்து right to free aid, right number 3 right against domestic violence. Before 2005 there are plenty of violence which was happen with that wife and husband in the villages and town, in that public places. It is not happen nowadays because of this right against domestic violence. Domestic Violence Act 2005, sexual harassment at workplace, and it is entitled to all women by the virtuous and a person, legal person. They can go and file the case against to get the justice. That is more important. Next, if that need not bear all the punishment of the husband by wife nowadays, you can have the rights to protest against for this. The right to dignity and decency. Before 1955, no decency, no dignity to the woman. But nowadays, the man must give decency and dignity to the and woman also. It is only given by this and women rights. It was that the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 also provided that facilities the Hindu women's personal and also jewels of that towards of the woman dignity. All the women must be treated with dignity and decency by that all member of that society. That is more important. You should not reject them or ignore them by saying for that பொம்பளைக்கு என்ன வேலை. You should not ask like that, because nowadays because of this right only our Mamata Banerjee, Jayalalitha, Janaki, Indira Gandhi, and many more, Mother Teresa, all the people were gained a lot of dignity and decency in their life. Dowry Prohibition Act, it is that intermitable, uncontrollable and activities. It was passed in the year of 1961 and makes it's illegal for that the brides or groom of their and parents and give and accept the dowry during the period or after the marriage or any stages of that marriage. Dowry should not be given. It is against the Indian Constitution, against the IPC section. If we go and punish that people to put into the prison by minimum 7 years, maximum 10 years with a fine. That is more important. Dowry Prohibition Act. Regarding for this, I need not give dowry unless if they will not come and marry. What we can do, we have to give. Maternity relief, 12-week maternity for such a woman who adopted children's the below of age or 3 months, and human rights agencies, the female feticides article 42 I see. Before if any woman come to the pregnant means they must quit the job. Even some of the private sector, they have to quit the job. They have to make re-entry regarding in that place. But in the government used to give for that and 12 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and nowadays they can enjoy that 12-month maternity leave with pay. Regarding some of the private company used to give that leave for maternity leave for 1 year, but no salary. How can they live? How can they face regarding for this? And they must be given that with pay leave for 1 year, even in that private sector as well as in the government sector is important. Next thing is Hindu Marriage Act. As per this 1929, the child marriage restraints. The act was passed the 14 years. The girl children must pass that cross that 14 years, because in those days people used to married at the age of 10 and 5, or that 10 and 10, or like that age. Boy 10 years means the girl married by her age of 5 years old. Regarding in that case Gandhiji married below 14 years girl. Even that all the leaders in those days child marriage, child marriage should not be completed. Now government is revised this act into that 21 years. The girl children must cross that 21 years. The boys must cross that age of 21 or 24, 22, like this. Okay, unless they must be put into the prison as per this IPC, Indian Penal Code, or Indian Constitution. Regarding for this, the Hindu Succession Act. In those days before 1956, women children does not have rights to get become the legal heir, legal the member to have the property of the father. They didn't have that rights to set fire, or that put the sand into the dead father and mother. Someone is used to put that things that the property was taken by that people. But even Rajashi, that Rajashi movie, her father died, but that woman Radhika, Jodhika, and take a heroine of that movie taken to the graveyard. But a graveyard man, woman should not come, don't come, because she is the attorney general or something, a great army officer, army lieutenant general. Now run that he did all the funeral rites without telling anyone else. Such a hard. It is also a Hindu Succession Act. After that, then only they can have the property of the parents regarding for this. Right against being stalked. Stalked means what? And followed with anyone. If any boy or any man is follow that girl or boy and more than 3 days, or if you feel inconvenience, you should be informed to that, give complaint to the police, or that in the you can make that complaint for this 128 100 100 anybody is for this school special number கொடுத்துருக்காங்களே, and 1098 or something like this, and may give the complaint, and they will be punished and put into the court. 1956 and Hindu Succession Act is passed. At the right against being stalked, as per this section number 354 D 354D IPC section, a woman has rights to file a complaint against any man who follows and court an attempt to seduce even the any man that should be as a son, or that should be as a husband, or that should be as a father. Anybody is follow that girl wherever goes means they must be punished as per this 154 and D of this IPC section 7 years. So IPC section 354D and 7 years imprisonment we can reward for this. So don't run behind the girls, behind that to woman. Unless if you're ready to go to jail for 7 years, you can follow or make an attempt. If you don't, if you want to stay outside means don't indulge these activities. The right of private defense. The woman has that. Woman can do anything to save her chastity or virtueness. They can use weapons. Even they can murder to save their and chastity and virtuousness. Regarding with this, they can have that the weapons like sink also sing. The Punjabi sings have that self and the small stagger on their head. If anybody make a great problem, they take and use that weapon regarding not other people regarding for this. right against being right to that private defense. Privately we can and keep that private defense. We can take that keep that gundas, and also self defenders இல்லையா மெய்காப்பாளர்களா மெய்காப்பாளர்கள் we can keep. Even when I was in Mumbai, I had seen one of that great Dada used to save his life with the defense of with the great martial artist, great and fighters for they any time he used to sit in front of the house, and one soldier is looking at the back side, another soldier is the and that front side. But how much level he used to give money privately, we can keep that protection, we can keep that securities, and but we cannot defend the policy regarding for this. Even government provided the securities defense to that one of the village administrative officer VAO to for the dangers of that sand smuggler. He used to take, but even at that time, in the time of absence of that and defense force, the policeman, that people enter into the VO office and killed. That VO is not a fight for his wife or his son welfare. That nonsense did not know. Without knowledge, they are remove all the take away all the sand to stop the to spoil the agriculture activities. But he was working for welfare of all the people welfare only. But the people did not support to him. Anybody is stand against the criminal, those who are saving the nature, the common the people did not give support, and that is why they were victimized regarding for this. I mean, they must be put for this. The right to private defense. Next, right to work. All the people have right to work. Any type of actually, as per Manismriti, I cannot work because my father is a agriculture coolie. I should be a agriculture coolie. But as per this Indian Constitution, now I am working as an assistant professor of English and also giving these informations to you as per this article number 14 of the Indian Constitution and UDHR 13 article. United Nations Declaration of the Human Rights is also permitted to any man can become the do any work if they like. That is that more things, and all human beings and born free. The woman is also have rights to doing any kinds of the work. And before 1948 and or before 1993 in India, women should not work in that any office. When I was a small boy, in all elementary school, and is occupied by the male teacher only. In any department, whether it is education department or revenue department or transport department, BW department or any department, police department, men were worked before 50 years. Now I am 52 years old man. But nowadays 50% 50% women is replaced the man. 50% is a man. 50% is woman is working in all offices because of this right to work rights of that woman. Right to zero FIR. Whatever is happened or any woman is done, it should be known by. The uphold that constitutional mandate, the state of enacted that various legal legislators and message and to ensure that 1815 the court served for not according to that Supreme Court ruling, and eh, and the rape ruling victims can register that discrimination or many other cases. No FIR should be filed against that woman. That is more important. It is also right in police station and our police or anybody, they did not have rights to register FIR against the and woman rights. And article number 14, the sorry, is what it is source for that fraternity and equality, equal weightage should be given. Gandhiji used to say, Gandhiji said, a barber and also lawyer should be treated equally, respect equally, because lawyer try to get his daily bread by his profession law, but a barber used to getting his getting his daily bread by his cutting hair, yeah, hairdo or something like this. So both are equal regarding in that place. The collector is also, we have to give equal importance to the collector as well as that PA of the collector or peon of that office, collector office. We have to give more respect to the peon and peer of that any MPs and ministers or chief minister rather than anything nowadays. Alika, the minimum in minimum wage act in 1948. Before people were worked for only daily bread, but no salary, no minimum salary is fixed for that any kinds of the job activities. Yeah, regarding in that place, only minimum wage should be, whether it is go to the job after appointment, the management must give that dearly allowance, dearly, that is called a minimum wage act 1948. The DA another all things come, and that need not give, but a minimum wage act 1948, because I met an accident when I was working in a school. I did not go to school for 1 month, but also according to this act only 2000 rupees my basic pay that principal had given to me 2000 3500 only used to get, but five they deduct 1500, they have given 2000 in the year of 2004. You think, imagine for this, in 2004 1 gram is equal to 400. Nowadays 1 gram is equal to 5700. Why this all money minded nonsense people are daily increasing? Because of this some of that money and greedy nonsense people in that market. That market illa, imagination. We will discuss about that in some other days regarding for this. The right to livelihood, all the women have rights to live, even in that husband house or that parent house, or that independently live in that. No one can restrict that woman to confine in any place, because they have become the modern reality. And the right to maintenance, although it is circumscribed by that certain factors. Example, relationships between husband and wife should be proved. She must be unable to make that help. It is showed to that personal husband as her response to should be given amount to this maintenance of the family is more important, unless they must be put into that jail. Husband after marriage, but I am earning, I don't like my wife, I don't like family, I will not give any amount means, if the wife will go and give complaint about that husband means, that a husband job should be revoked and cancelled, revoked, and also he might be confined in the prison for 3 years as per this IPC section. The protection of women from that and momentic monastic violence act in 2005, dowry prohibition act 1961, and education's hmm, indecent rape action for this 1956, women should have the rights. Next I am going to discuss about the children rights according to that Indian constitution. In that recognize and acknowledge the children as equal in India, adult counterpart, and deems then and worth of that state protection and shelters. Children's to are given that basic fundamental rights of that citizenship of citizenship along with that adult. What are the rights we are enjoying? The same rights should be enjoyed by that children. Charges should not be connected the children's below 12 years 12 years old 12 years old below 12 years old if you take the children in the bus or any places we need not take the ticket. And even the railway and for long distance 50% of ticket we have to take only during that 12 years 50%, not full and off ticket or something like this. These rights to encompass that following. What are the children rights? Now just we have discussed about that women rights. Now we are going to deals about children's rights to equality. As per this article number 14, all the children should be equally treated. Right against discrimination, article number 15, no discrimination should be initiated in any place of that among that children, either in the school or in the college or university, but everywhere there is a discrimination. What we can do? What is the nature of this? And article number 15, right to in some place no discrimination. In my area, I am working in the very good nice management here. No discrimination is here. And regarding for that, in many places discrimination is there. What is the problem is happened in Jawaharlal Nehru University? Because of the discrimination, because of that exploitation, as per this article number. And the fight was happened to that dangerous nonsense people against innocent humble people. Yes, the right to personal liberty and due process of the law. Right to personal liberty, due process of the law. The children have rights to do anything, or the and have rights to say anything, read anything, do any activities as per this article number 21. Rights are being protected from being trafficked and forced into the bonded labors. If any person and trafficked that girl or boy for any other purpose, boy for that begging, girl for that prostitution. Some of the people used to say, as per this article number 23, we must, that activities should be stopped, that criminals should be lifelong shoot into the prison because no capital punishment. If that capital punishment, if we give you for the girls or children's activities, children harassment, children's exploitation, immediately sentence punishment, capital punishment should be given. That is, then only we can save that, because children are like a god. Yeah, they should not be and filed for this. And the right of that weaker section of the people to be protected from that and social injustice, all form of that exploitation as per this article number 46. Even that weaker section, the owner or that landlord had come, why you send your daughter to education, why you send your son to the and college or any other things, bring them, unless you do not come to work to my estate or something like that. If anybody is threatened for that, standing against the children of the weaker section or poor section, that owners should be put into the prison for 7 years as per this article number 460, and all the details is there. Article is different from IPC. IPC, Indian Penal Code, time to time is passed regarding for this. Okay, and yeah, Indian Constitution of India is also goes on to award that certain rights to the children of India accordance with UNRC. That means United Nations Children's Right Commission. Yes, as per this National Commission for Protection of that Child Rights, NCPRC. Other the National Commission Protection for and Children's Rights was set up to that March 2007. Under this commission for protection of the Child Rights Act 2005, what are the rights is given? All these 5 rights. Now I am going to read that the female rights, yeah, more than 12 rights. 16 rights to women rights, 12 rights to that children's rights should be monitored and protected. The Child Rights Act 2005 should be sustained, should be saved by this all the article number it is utilized for life of that and children's. Yes, and Act of Parliament December 2005. The rights are and the rights to be free and compulsory elementary education, the right to free and compulsory elementary education for all children in the 6 to 14 years age group should be given as per article number 21A, and right to be protected from any hazardous employment till the age of 14. Till the age of 14, if anybody is given that any hazards are difficult, dangerous, and work to that children below 14 years means they must be punished, they must be, their life should be saved as per this article number 24. The rights to be protected from being abused or that forced to becoming necessity of that enter into the occupation are unsuited to their age and strength as per that article number 390. Children should be before 14 years they should not forced to no father, no brother, no source of income, and the government should help that kind of family, that children should make them to go to school, and after 14 years let them to work here. That is only for this that right. Okay, next 13 article number 39E is strengthened that people and any people is abused or forced to becoming necessity to enter into the occupation and unsuited to their age and strength, and like this matter in the right number children right number 9, and the right to that equal opportunity and facilities to develop in that health manner and conditions of that freedom and dignity and granted. Yeah, dignity should be granted to all the people. Protection of the children and youth against exploitation and moral and natural maternal abandonment of article number 39F is also every child desire that shield of security of that nations, but they are specific classes that vulnerable is to that exploitation. The violence more than even that two school boys were killed in that North India because they were did the natural call in front of the land, not inside their kitchen room, or inside their house. They did inside that nearby that in the public land that they attend that natural call. Only that should be removed or provide the facilitation to attending the natural call is instead of killing that children that cannot be, and what the government is doing regarding for this all the nonsense should be put into the prison for more than 14 years or lifetime. That is more important. Child labor of this IPC Indian Act protected and child against article number 24. No child labor in factories, mines, or engaged in any other hazardous employees, and children should not be employed in even the hotel. In those days you can see that children worked in the hotel for cleaning and table cleaning and removing of the vessels and giving water. Nowadays all people are doing men only and a mature person only, unless the government will the license of the hotel will be cancelled. Yeah, the owner will be put into the prison for more than 10 years, and afraid for this kind of things. Unless children cannot come and live in that schools, they cannot enjoy any happiness regarding, they cannot build that happy life. The adequate means of that livelihood ownerships and 39R, the adequate means of livelihood ownerships and comfort materials of this equal pay to men and women and develop their health manners. That is more important. Equal pay கொடுத்து they have to develop. In article number 45, The provisions for the free compulsory education for the children since 10 years of the commencement of this IC Indian Constitution till 14 years should be given. Next, we are going to the in the next video. Thank you so much, friend, watching my videos and having all these informations to face the examination first. Next, they face that our life without any problem. We should not indulge all these activities what we have been discussed. That is more important. Thank you, friends. It's exceed more than an hour. The next video I would like to discuss about all the part of Indian Constitution, 25 part of Indian Constitution. How many schedules? 12 schedules. How many part? 25 part. How many articles? 395 articles. What is in that initially? 395. Yeah, what is the how many schedules are? 22 part in that during that originally. And how many is 8 schedules? Nowadays 12 schedules. Now I am going to discuss in the next video. I would like to discuss about the parts of that constitution. Parts of the constitution. That is more important to lead the peaceful life. Have knowledge about Indian constitution essentially to lead the peaceful life in this world. Thank you. Thank you so much, friend. Bye.